This is Tri-Lakes. I'm on Pigeon Lake, actually, and it's early in the morning. This is OKBT Tri-Lakes. It's about 5:45 or so, and I am headed to my first spot. It's been a long time since I fished here. I know very little about this place. I've done so little research. It's been incredibly busy heading into this new season. I've moving, packing, settling into a new place. It's a lot. And I've had zero time to do any sort of preparation for kayak fishing. This is my first time on the water, and it was a little bit to get everything up and ready, get myself up and ready at 3:30 in the morning, and then make sure I got everything I needed packed into this kayak so that I can fish today. But we're out on the water now. I'm going to try something relatively deep. I say relatively because Pigeon Lake is shallow. The deepest section is 15, 16, 17 feet, something like that. It's like a big pan with some shoals, some high points. Weather is kind of good right now. In fact, it's amazing. I'm just gonna set myself up, look around, and plan what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I don't know if this is going to be a smallmouth day or largemouth day. I suspect it's going to be largemouth. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to start deep, look in some channels, go look close to shore, fish shallow. Just make a day out of it. Yeah. It's 6 o'clock now. 10 seconds passed. And that means lines in is happening everywhere around the Tri-Lakes area. Kayak bass fishermen are wetting their lures, and I should stop talking and do the same. Well, this is going to be my first cast of the season, and of course I'm going to use a drop shot. There are fish here. They're just not interested in biting right now. There's small little ones here too. I can feel them tapping the bait. Okay, I'm getting out of here. This is not the right place to be right now. A little rusty. I'm just like throwing the lure out there, looking at stuff, just trying to get the lure wet rather than looking for a place where the fish might be. I guess I did a little bit of digging in and looking at maps ahead of time and found a spot. Looking at it, I think I had a sense that it wasn't going to work, yet I spent 45 minutes there trying to make it work. I don't know if that's a very good thing to do. It's like, I know that, I have a good feeling, I have a good gut feeling that it's not going to work, so I should just stop after a few casts, test the waters, try it out, and then if nothing happens, just move on. I'm like banging my head against the wall there, trying to figure things out, and all the signs point to the fact that there's just nothing there. I think what I need to do now is, I think there might be some fish around 15 feet. I'm going to look for spots that are 15 feet or deeper. That's what I'm going to go for now, because on the way out here, I passed some deeper waters of that depth. I saw some action on live scope. It's a beautiful day, so we're going to keep going at it, and maybe something will work, and maybe something won't. Only time will tell. I've arrived at a spot that's 15 feet deep. I see some bait fish around here, small teeny weeny ones. I don't know if there's going to be any larger fish, but we'll check it out, test out my theory that 15 feet or deeper is where the action is. Nibbles. Something's tugging at it. Small little fish are tugging at it. So I think there are some bigger fish hiding on the bottom here. What do I do? Maybe I'll try jerkbait. Maybe that'll draw them up. Okay. Jerkbait it is. up one. Oh, fuck. Oh, bad hook set. Oh, well. Lost one. So the jerkbait attracted one from the bottom, but I made a very bad hook set. It wasn't huge, thank goodness, but it was still a fish. Shouldn't be giving up fish. Swim jig. Nope, swim jig isn't doing it. Try the Ned rig. Okay, Ned rig. Nope. Looks like they're not going for the Ned rig either. One more cast with the Ned rig. Oh, Ned rig is not the one. Not here, not right now anyway. I tried the lipless crankbait here. Gonna yo-yo it. So I see larger looking fish, but they're not active. They're not biting. They're at 15 feet. So it's a matter of looking for another bunch. Ones that are feeding. Holy bass boats. I saw a bunch of rocks nearby. Maybe the fish there might be interested in doing something rather than nothing. Fancy boat. Woohoo! You know, I always don't have much luck at the beginning of the season. It's probably just because my fishing senses aren't tuned in. It takes time for these things, you know? You can't expect to be back into it right away. Things need to be honed. The awareness, the observation, the ability to find fish. I think that might be it right now. Like, there are a bunch of small ones here, but nothing big. There are some big ones, but they're not biting. That's a problem. I have to find ones that are biting. Oh man, another one just breached over there. I'm gonna move over there and have a look. Chatterbait. Something moving. Change up the pace a little bit. Going around the clock. There are a lot of fishing boats around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and me, 6. One of the big challenges today is that there was no pre-fish. Today is the bass opener. You can't pre-fish before bass opener. And I do not know this place. Not having a chance to explore and figure out a body of water is a big disadvantage. A lot of the other competitors, participants, will know this place, will know these waters, and will know where to go. So armed with that history, that knowledge, they have a leg up. And I have a leg down. There's one guy in that other boat. He caught something. It looked big. I don't know what it was. Walleye. Or it could have been bass. Whatever the case, there's water here. And what I observed while I was traveling across the water is that there's a weed line. I've always had successes at weed lines. So maybe I can go check it out. Find out where that edge of the weed line is. and then go fish it. There are a bunch of boats there though. Can't get too close. Don't want to ruffle any feathers. Don't know what the etiquette is when it comes to that kind of thing. We'll go figure it out. Alright, I'm gonna go boat around a little bit and see what that weed line looks like. I'm the edge of some thick weeds here and just working along it with the drop shot. Well, something bit off the tail. It was a small thing though. Oh, I'm stumped. I am stumped. I got a walleye. It's not a bass, but it's a big walleye. The biggest one I've ever caught. Check that out. Look at those eyes, they're huge. Anyway, I don't know how to grip a walleye. I'm gonna search how to hold a walleye. See if I can learn how to do it. Hold on, guys. So I've learned how to hold the walleye, how to hold it by the gills, and go inside a little bit there, not by the red. And then I can hold it horizontally like that. Yeah, there it is. It's a few pounds though. I like it. Whoa! Bye. Lively. I think that guy that I saw catch a fish also caught walleye. This seems to be a good walleye spot. Not so good for bass though. I gotta find a place for bass. Oh boy, oh boy. It's been a rough go. I'm on the struggle bus. All I'm finding are little teeny weeny things. I'm looking for stuff close to rocks and I'm succeeding at it. The only problem is they're all tiny. Tiny, 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 and just pecking at the bait. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So, with these tiny fish, there must be bigger ones around somewhere. The question is, where are they? Where are they? Back at home now. Needless to say, that day continued as it did, and I found no more fish, no more bass anyway. I searched along the grass flats using a chatterbait, a swim jig. I picked along bulrushes on the side of the lake. Nothing there. The only thing I found was a small walleye. No more bass though. So in the end, I zeroed in OKBT Tri-Lakes. And it was a disappointment, for sure. I had high hopes, but I am not unaccustomed to getting skunked in these tournaments, so it's okay. You guys and girls saw what happened that day. What would you have done if you were in that situation? I would love to know, I would love to learn. Please share your thoughts. I would really appreciate it. On the following day, the Sunday, I woke up and tried to replay the tournament day in my mind, trying to figure out what I could have done. I was feeling puzzled, I was feeling a little bit disheartened, and I felt like I had done everything that I could to try and find the fish, find the bass specifically. But nothing I tried worked. So maybe I was in the wrong part of the lake, maybe I was in the wrong part of the water column. That might have been it. Surface temperatures were like 69 degrees Fahrenheit in open water, going up to about 71, 72 degrees in the bays that I checked out. And so it's still kind of cold. Maybe instead of trying the outside edge of weed lines, I should have tried the inside edges more, where the water would have been shallower and warmer and would have held some active bass. So those things were all going through my mind. And later in the morning, I was there with my partner, Johanna. We were staying at Camp Fisherman. And later in the morning, we decided to go down to the dock and do some fishing. Right on the dock there. Straight away, she caught a 15-inch largemouth. And I caught also a 15-inch largemouth. What a turnaround. It was so easy, so fast. You know, like right on the footings of the dock, right there where we were staying. If I had been fishing there, I could have caught a limit. Didn't have to spend all that time pedaling and motoring around looking for fish. It was all right there under my nose. So that was my mistake. I had overlooked the docks. So many all around. And all it would have taken is pitching a lure and seeing if there were any bass hanging out there in the shadows. Oh, but I didn't do it. I should have though, obviously. And now I've learned. Don't overlook docks. I'm always astonished by how much there is to learn in bass fishing. It seems like such a simple sport, and yet it is not. It's just amazingly and beautifully complex. There's always something to pick up, always something to observe, always something to get to know and to understand and to bring it forward into another day of fishing. It's incredible. So Johanna and I continued to fish that day right on the dock, and she caught another walleye, and she caught many, many, many bluegills. We were like kids again. We were having so much fun. It was awesome. Although I did poorly in the tournament, I still feel like I was a winner that day. I was a winner in life. Sorry to be cheesy, but it's true. All right, I just wanted to congratulate the real winner, the winner of the tournament, Terrence Conroy. I would also like to thank John Dean and OKBT for putting together this series of tournaments, which are so much fun. I'd also like to shout out Real Nation Fishing, another YouTuber. He did awesome in this tournament. He was number 5. I'd also like to call out Mr. Dave's Kayak Fishing, another awesome YouTuber. Go check him out, for sure, you have to. And finally, I want to thank you all. I'm grateful for you watching along, showing an interest in what's going on in this kayak fishing journey that I'm on. So, thank you. Please come back. I'll see you again real soon. All right, peace out.